James Creedon time. Yes, Media Watch. He's here. He's ready. He's buttoning his jacket. He means business. Now then, we're starting with the continuing drama. The media storm, no less, over Gérard Depardieu, the French actor, of course, who's claiming tax exile status, I suppose, moving his residence to Belgium so he pays less on his massive earnings.
That's it.
And it's outraged everybody in France.
2 weeks of non-stop criticism and some coming to his support. Apparently, there was a poll saying that about 70% of people do support his decision.
It's outraged people because people who support him are outraged.
Or who don't support.
And of course, people who do, again, they're outraged anyway. So outrage is the general theme.
Yes, and I correct myself there. 70% of people don't approve of his decision.
Okay.
Anyway, amongst them is Philippe Torreton. He wrote an article in Libération this morning. I think we have a screen grab of one of the other articles talking about it. He said, you no longer want to be French. You want to jump off the French boat in the middle of the storm. You sell up and move your lot to a neighbouring country. Of course, we're mocking you for this, for more than industry bosses who've made the same decision. Gérard, are you a little bit bothered? Did you think we were going to approve? What were you expecting? A medal, a César, which is kind of the French Oscar from the finance ministry? Get real. And he goes on and on and on, and it gets quite vicious. And he says, on va se démerder sans toi. We're going to get by without you. We don't need your tax money. And this guy's a pretty well-known actor himself. He won a César in the past. So it's become a pretty, what would you say, somewhat a passionate dispute.
Could Gérard Depardieu care less? Probably.
Well, he said on Sunday to the Sunday paper that he's prepared to hand over his passport to give it back to. He's even been joking today.
And his social security card, which he said he's never ever used. So he's never ever used it, he says, despite paying 145 million in taxes over 14 years, whatever.
That's right. It's very political. He supports Sarkozy, and I think this is his way of giving 2 fingers to François Hollande and his decision to tax.
2 very big fat fingers.
Right. Now, somebody has online on YouTube today posted a video saying that Gérard Depardieu is being criticised a little bit too much. I'm not sure he's entirely serious. Let's take a look at these pictures and we can decide for ourselves.
Laissez Gérard Depardieu tranquille. Laissez-le. Vous voyez pas que ça fait 17 ans qu'il est mort, il sait pas ce qu'il fait.
He's saying here, leave Gérard Depardieu alone. He's been drunk for 17 years because he is known to like a drink or two. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. And you can see he gets very passionate.
Okay, so there's something clearly tongue-in-cheek about this one. Where does all this come from?
I was kind of thinking, where did this idea come from? And apparently it comes from a 2007 video of a similar vintage, but this time I think with a little bit less irony, disturbingly, and it's in defence of Britney Spears.
Leave Britney alone! Please. Perez Hilton talked about professionalism and said if Britney was a professional, she would have pulled it off no matter what.
Yeah.
Speaking of professionalism, when is it professional to publicly bash someone who's going through a hard time? Leave Britney alone!
Oh, God. Excuse me. Yeah, that's just too much, isn't it? He could have downplayed it and it would have had better impact. Yeah, it's not the way to get the desired, to stop the lynch mob.
What's next, James?
Instagram. Let's move to something a bit more sober. Instagram have decided to sell user content. Now, it's a controversial decision. It was bought. This is one of the...
Remind us who Instagram is.
It's one of these hipstery type of photo applications that you can use with your iPhone, etc.
That explains why I don't know about it.
Right. It has filters, etc. Very popular with teenagers, etc.
Okay.
And it was bought by Facebook. 3 months ago, they finalised the purchasing process. I think it's got something like 300... it takes something like 300,000 photos, if I could find the correct... 100 million users in September. There's a statistic.
Wow, so we're talking serious exchanging of photographs going on.
That's right. And now, basically, Facebook have decided that Instagram will sell its user content. That means that if you're, let's say, a hotel...